So today we have an interesting video, and we are going to lock this folder with a password, which means that we are going to limit the access to this folder. It has some photos, and after locking, we are going to see whether we can be able to access it with the password. Now, what you need to do first of all is to create a text document. Go to new text document like that. You can name it whatever you want, then open it like that, and then paste this code. I'll put it in the description box so that you'll just need to just copy and paste to your notepad. And now we have this section here named your password, and in between there's a space here and another space here. Make sure that that space remains. This is where you put your password. Now I want to put a password like that. So that's my password. I want to put that one. So Control Save. You can put a more complicated password. Then you close. Now we have the text document. What we need to do is now to rename and convert this text document into a batch file. You do that by right clicking, then you go to rename. You remove the file extension and put bat.bat. Then hit on enter. You'll get this warning. Yes, you accept. And then we have a batch file. When you double click on this batch file, it will create another folder called private. So now we have this folder. So what you're going to do is we're going to move this folder named photos into private like that. And then we open this batch file again. It will open the command prompt and it will ask you whether you want to lock that folder. Y is for yes, N will be for no. Now because I want to lock it, I'll put Y, then hit on enter, and it disappears. Even if you refresh, it's just going to be like that, just only this. So what you're going to do to get your folders is to double click on it like that, and it will ask for your password. So the password we entered as pass, and then hit on enter, then the private folder will appear. You can now open, and then you go to the folder where you have your photos. If we open the photos like that, you can see they are there, safe and sound. So after you're done with your folder, then it's time to hide it again. So you double click on this batch file like that, and the command prompt will ask you whether you want to lock that folder. Then as usual, Y for yes, and then enter, and it will disappear. So the shortcomings of this method is if someone knows that you have hidden a folder in here, they can just be able to edit this batch file, and they will be able to get the password. So you just go to show more like that, and then you can just click on edit, and it will open the notepad, and you can be able to go and change the password. And after editing the password, you can be able to access the hidden folders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this file, and then we are going to see whether we can be able to recover the hidden files. So what I'm going to do is to just delete like that, and then we create another text document. We open it, Control V, because I had the code in my clipboard, so I remove that and I replace it with a password. Let's even put another password, password 1. So Control S to save. Then we can click on rename. We remove the file extension to BAT, enter. Yes, we want to change, and then we double click and see whether we are going to get anything, or enter the password. So the password is pass1, enter. So if something happened and this batch file is lost, you can create a new one and put whichever password you want, and you can be able to recover your hidden file. So you don't need to worry about maybe losing this batch file, because you can always create another one. So the only thing that you're going to do is to make sure that you save your text somewhere. So if you have watched the video all the way up to this point, it means that you're gaining value. So let's continue the conversation down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and put the notification bell on so that you get to be notified every time we upload. Let's meet in the next video.